Man, everybody's deciding in cans now. They got everything. Whew, you want us to wait for Ju, right? We'll wait for Ju. She's coming. We came in here when it was breakfast time.
All right.
And now it's dark out.
Is that canned water?
Yes, that's what I just said. Now they're designing in cans. It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Strange.
Anyways, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
Left to right, I got Rayah Marshall, head coach Lindsay Gottlieb, and JuJu Watkins. Coach, I'm going to start with an opening statement, and then let me know if you have questions. I'll call them.
Sure. Just thanks everyone for being here. What an incredible day in Haas. And I know the first game didn't conclude how we all wanted it to, but there's a ton of work that goes into a day like this, and our marketing team and the game day management. I mean, we're all experiencing things we've never experienced before, largely because of Ronnie, because of LeBron, because of JuJu, but because of this team. And so I appreciate everyone's efforts to make it as seamless as possible. We obviously came out here and I really challenged the team, as I would say, to be juicy, have a lot of energy. And I think, some of this crowd never seen us before, and we want to make sure that we represented ourselves how we want to be represented. So I was really proud of that. There's things we can get better at. We didn't love our defense in the second half, but from where we are right now, just our feeling in the locker room is I've got a team that's, I think, joyful about playing with each other and very hungry to get better. And I'm proud of that. And I think these two are two, on-court leaders, just have really set a tone with excellence. I think they were both super efficient today, and I'm proud of them.
Thank you, Coach.
Lindsay just had obviously a huge day, this afternoon, the game, before your guys. But what is it saying how cool of a moment it was that so much of that crowd stuck around, to see you guys? What does it say about the transformation of this program and the JuJu brought?
I mean, it's unbelievable. Like I get chills thinking about, what my vision was in coming here, and obviously I'd never envisioned exactly like all the characters and things that are at play today, but you envision doing something special, and so I get goosebumps thinking about it. But in particular, I mean, that the men's game went long. It was a 2.5-hour game, and then they had a half an hour, and I thought we had a great crowd coming in ourselves, but a lot of them did stay. I mean, I think there was one very famous family sitting there that were all like, yep, they came back in, which was pretty cool. I saw Zuri in a little USC shirt, and obviously LeBron was there, which was neat, but really to have a large portion of that crowd that maybe has never seen us play. We are changing a culture here. I credit our young people that people want to come see play, and then I think we gave them something that hopefully they want to come back for.
JuJu, what's up? Watts, people from Watts say we are taught to survive, or we are taught to succeed under pressure. I'm curious, how did growing up in Watts impact and influence how you play the game?
I think in the inner city, you kind of grow up with a chip on your shoulder. I think Rayah could also attest to that, being from Linwood and in the city. But I think that you just have a different drive. I feel like growing up playing pickup with cousins, brothers at the park, it's just a different feel. So you just grow up to be really gritty and like love what you do and have so much purpose, because when I play, I'm playing for my teammates, my coach, my family, but also my city. So I say that plays a big part into my why.
JuJu, right now, UCLA is #2, you guys are #6, and both schools' men's programs are not ranked. What's it kind of like, having the women run this town in basketball?
I mean, girl power. It's amazing. Women's basketball is just on a different level right now. So I'm just glad to be a part of that. I think this team is taking a lot of ownership in the position we're in, but also striving to go even further with that. And it's just a great atmosphere, and we're super excited to be in the mix.
David.
Coach, after the game, how you mentioned that, you in the 3 years that you've been here, you've never really seen something like this in terms of that support. And, in terms of growing the game and growing women's basketball, just how do you want to see this continue to grow?
I think the sky's the limit, and I don't want to, speak out of turn about your question, but I can't emphasize enough how necessary these two young women are, along with their teammates. But when I first got the job, my first call was Rayah to make sure she would stay, and she she knew me a little bit. She kind of knew of me, but she was like, I'm staying for my city and I'm staying for USC. And her freshman year, she talked about the opportunities of this university even before we were good, right? And JuJu, I think, having the courage to stay, like, she is necessary for women's basketball to have an urban community come and feel like this is their team, right? Like, this is their chance to come to USC and see what is possible. Are they going to be the next Rayah or JuJu? I hope so. Maybe then I'll recruit them. But if not, maybe they just believe I can go to college or I can be great at my thing. So it's so much bigger than me, and it's bigger than even this particular crowd. So that's my, kind of big picture feeling. Like, I get, that's what makes me just feel really special about what we're growing here. From a basketball standpoint, she said it, women's basketball is really hot right now. Why not LA? Why not this place? It's happening faster maybe than I thought because of the way that we play and how magnetic these two and their teammates are. But it's really impressive to see a crowd on a day like this, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like for Pac-12 games.
Lady first, then Tiffany in the back.
So you guys have 20 days until the big matchup with UCLA there at the Pavilion. With your two matchups against Fullerton and Long Beach, what are the two things that you're looking for, coach and players as well, that you guys are hoping to be better at when it comes to that matchup in 20 days?
And there's a lot of things we can get better at, and they know we've been harping on kind of things in the interim that are just more about us, right? So we think we want to just our connectedness on defense, our ability to execute whatever the game plan is at a high level, no matter how tired we might be or who subs in or out. This reliability on the defensive end, and I just want our offense to keep evolving. I think we're very hard to guard when that ball is moving, and we're seamless, and I think that's coming along as well. But I would say just continuing to grow our options on offense and really have a gritty defensive mindset where we can, make life difficult for people no matter what they're bringing to the table.
Rayah, going off of what Lindsay was talking about in terms of growing basketball in the city you're from here too, what does it mean to you to be playing for this university in your home city and building this place?
Honestly, I'm grateful. My first year here, I came here as Coach G, the head coach, and I've been under her ever since. So it's an honor actually to be here and just watch how she's really turned this program around in a matter of 3 years, and the talent we bringing in. It's just, I feel like the sky's the limit. We're really just getting started, and we're just going to continue to work hard.
JuJu, speaking of the talent women games evolving and how you're kind of pushing that forward, pushing the culture forward, what does it mean to have LeBron come and support State and support you in the program?
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean he's the greatest right now. So just to have him really come off of a dub in Vegas and just stay for our game, that's love, and the whole team appreciates him. And we're in constant awe of what he's able to accomplish every day. So shout out LeBron, real one.
Thomas and then Jill.
Rayah, you guys are scoring a lot of points on the offensive side this season. As somebody who was on the team last year, just how different does it feel on the offensive side of the ball?
I read that. It's amazing actually. I mean, it's it's a lot of fun. It's more intense. Actually even like our practices actually just translates a lot to our game. So when we're in practice grinding on this offensive set or scouting how this team guards defensively, it just really translates to the game, and we just trust our system, what our coach instilled in our offensive. Like what she gave to us this year, I just feel like it's like a breath of fresh air, and it's like it shows a lot of growth, and it's a lot of fun to be out there too. And it just like block, throw it up the court, JuJu's getting that one. It's a lot of fun.
Jill and then Amanda.
For either player, what was the entire day like for you? I know a lot of you guys took a peek and watched some of the men's game to see Bronny come back after what happened to him this summer, to see that atmosphere and to see that continued atmosphere for your guys' game. It was just kind of a whole day like.
I would say it's a lot of excitement. We're happy to have Bronny back, and fight on.
Right. It was a busy day. It wasn't our usual typical game day. Would have been a doubleheader. Like you said, it was a lot of excitement watching. It was people lined up when we're coming for shoot around 9:30. They're outside, a line wrapped around Galen coming to support. Like SC basketball is fun to see that. We're hometown kids, so when we see that support, it just means a lot to us to be wearing SC across the chest.
Amanda.
I know you guys talked about defensive effort and improving, but having 10 steals and 10 blocks during this game, what type of confidence does that give you guys moving forward on the defensive end?
we go so hard defensively because we want to score the ball. That's what it's like for us.
I think also it's like that we have, as we continue to learn each other, we have aggression, right? Like JuJu's really long on that ball and she's gonna get a lot of deflections, right? Rayah's the best, or in the top, couple shot blockers in the country, but JuJu can block too and see. So I think we want our aggression. We want to really learn the spots in which we can be aggressive within our game plan. And I think the more we understand all the schemes will just allow us to be ourselves on the defensive end as well. And so I think that's where you see the steals and the blocks come from. They can be aggressive in their spots when they know that we've locked up their set or whatever it might be.
JuJu, just to go back to LeBron for a second. I know you've crossed paths with him for a number of years now. Obviously going to Sierra Canyon and Chosen Ones and commercials and that sort of thing. Has there been ever anything that he said to you or a word of advice or even just coming into today that's meant something significant to you?
I can't remember like a specific thing he told me, but I think just him doing what he's doing, I think that inspires any hooper. So he's definitely been an inspiration of mine for a long time, and just to see him continue to be great and strive for greatness is what I hope to do. So just him being him is all the motivation.
Last one.
This is for Rayah and JuJu. I think there's so much emphasis on your offensive prowess. I'm curious, what aspect of the game are you, what aspect of your game do you take the most pride in?
Go first.
You go first.
The most on court for me, it's like I like to take pride on both ends of the court, but for me it's like I like being like a dominant force in that post. So whether it's I'm screening and rolling, they could throw that up to me, or I got my back to the basket, they could throw it up to me. And then also just like I have this pride where I just hate giving up points in the paint. We do this thing like a defensive chart, and you try to be in the green. You want to let your man score as least points as possible, but like just being a part of their team, I don't want anyone to score while I'm in the paint. So I take a lot of pride on the defensive side.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. We needed to get your
Yeah,
answer.
the double. I would say, kind of going off of Ray, just being a dominant force, drawing attention, and making sure that when that attention draws in, I'm able to kick out to my teammates. So I would say I take pride in that, just making the right decisions and stuff like that.
Thanks,
you
y'all.
guys.
Whew.
Go home to Reese now.
She was on Simba Cam.